Hello YouTube, Fuzz here, welcome back to another Comrades video, and in a previous episode I showed you how you could unlock the trading post which is needed if you want to purchase the Yoshimitsu, and you will want to purchase that because it's the best katana in the game. It can be leveled to 99, have massive stats boosted onto it, and if you equip 4 of them you can make your character into a real power tank, something that many of you are going to want to do. So in order to actually purchase the Yoshimitsu, or the Yoshimitsus if you want to get multiple, and you can, as I say, get as many as you want, but you're probably going to want 4. You're going to need to farm 2 ingredients. The first is Platinum Ingots, and the second is the Reaper Funnybone. Now fortunately, both are not too difficult to get, though the former Platinum Ingot is collected from the mining game, so it does cost 3,000 gil each time you want to try and get it. And the RNG can be a bit of a nuisance, but there's a couple of tricks you can do in order to maximise your chance of getting the Platinum Ingot from the mining minigame. The first thing to note is that the Platinum Ingot is a metal mine, okay? So you can only get this from a mine that's going to give you metal. Now technically, all of these rocks can give you metal, but you're going to want to prioritise the metal nodes, so the ones that have metal in their name. And I believe it's called, off the top of my head, the metal laden rock. And you tend to get 1 or 2 of them per mining game. And it is random how these are distributed, so you just have to go on the hunt for them. Now, you don't necessarily get guaranteed to get a piece of metal from the metal laden rock, just as you're not guaranteed to not get metal from the non-metal laden rocks. So what you want to do is prioritise the metal laden rock, and if you get a piece of metal from it, so for example the iron shavings, a rusted bit, or the timepiece, the shattered timepiece I believe it's called, then keep mining that rock until you can't mine it anymore, because that's going to give you a chance of getting the Platinum Ingot. Once you've done the metal laden rocks around the area, there's one just there, then you're going to want to just pick the others at random. But here's the trick: if you don't get a piece of metal, move on to the next one. We finished off with the Platinum Ingot, lovely. If you don't get a piece of metal, move on to the next one. And if you do get a piece of metal, stick on that rock until it's completed. It took me, I would say, about 25, maybe 30 minutes to get all 4 of the Platinum Ingots that I required. And I'd say that I got one every 4 or 5 games. So remember, focus on finding the metal laden rocks first. And by the way, if from a metal laden rock you do not get a piece of metal, then don't bother finishing it off, okay? Because even from the metal laden rock, you're not going to get Platinum Ingot from one that isn't giving you metal. But yeah, like I say, it took me about 4 or 5 attempts at this game, and then I'd get a Platinum Ingot, and then just repeat that until you get 4. Okay, so next up then, and hopefully that will help you guys, but next up then we're going to be looking at the Reaper Funnybone. Unfortunately, this one's a fair bit easier. So this comes from an enemy known as the Reaper, which you can get on a couple of quests, but the easiest in my opinion is just to the right of Lestalem to the east, and it's a quest called Defense, in Defense of the Hut, or something along those lines. It's exactly where I'm mousing over now. I've unlocked it already at this camp point, but you can get about 2 to 4 each time. I'll just show it to you. It's this one here, Havoc Befalls the Hut. And I've shown you on the map where to unlock this one. It's a relatively easy quest, though the final boss can be a bit of a pain, but the good news is the Reapers spawn before that. So if you're here for the Reaper Funnybones, then you won't need to worry too much about the final boss. But yeah, you get 2 Reapers that spawn throughout this quest, and it is very quick, and they have the chance, once you've broken them, of dropping the Funnybones. So we've got one right there, look. In fact, you tend to get 2, as I say, 2 to 3, even 2 to 4. Each time you do this, so 1 or 2 rounds of this particular quest should be all you need in order to collect all the Reaper Funnybones that are going to be required for purchasing 4 of the Yoshimitsus. So once you've got to the Necromancer, then you can either quit if you're playing with the AI, or just power through to the end, because no more Reapers will be spawning now. And then once you've killed the Necromancer, you get this ooze boss. The main challenge with this quest is it's basically a DPS check, because as you can see, the health of the target which you're defending, the hut, is constantly going down. There's nothing you can do about that as far as I can tell. and if you don't DPS the boss down quick enough at the end, then you are going to lose this quest. But as I say, don't worry too much, because you do keep all the items if you do fail that you've collected up until that point, including the Reaper Funnybones. But as you can see on this occasion, it was fairly simple. So I'm going to go ahead here and purchase 4 of these. And don't forget, you can level these up to level 99, which is very nice indeed. And once you have 4 of them equipped, and with the correct stats, you're going to be an absolute powerhouse. You really are. And I'm going to show you in another video how you should distribute your items in order to really OP yourself out. And yes, it's going to take some farming time, but when you've got over 3,500 strength or close to it, a whole bunch of defense as well, then nothing is going to be able to stand in your way, really. But that's it for today, folks. So thanks for stopping by. I hope this video's been a bit of a help to you. If it has, don't forget to leave a like, and I'll see you soon.